Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check fresh release from Eduard. It is modded in 1/48 scale, it's a Profipack edition kit and it copies Nieuport Ni-17. It's a fresh release and it features quite unusual box art, as you can see. So here we have not new and shiny aircraft in the air, we have it damaged, crushed in earth, and we have pilot outside of the aircraft. That's quite unusual in my opinion. Nobody was that brave, I would say, to use such box art on their kit, and that's, frankly speaking, the first such box art I see on scale model. That's really cool. Good to see that Eduard is not that, I would say, afraid of experimenting with this stuff and trying to implement some new things. So this is a commercial sample. It means you will get the same stuff as you will see in this video review. As you can see, box size is standard for Profipack kits in 1/72 scale, and also World War I kits in 1/48 scale. Here you can see comparison with my hand. Then on the side we have 5 marking options which are included here, and all of them look quite interesting, I would say. In 1/48 scale it should be a really good choice of markings. And here you can see some information, QR code for kit info page. I really recommend to check it because there you can download the digital manual and use it in case you have the PC in front of you. This is a top opening box, and here's what we have inside. So all sprues are packed into the same plastic bag. And also on the bottom we have some bonuses, because that's a Profipack, but we will check them a bit later. I would like to start with plastic. So let's open it and take a look at all those parts. Just give me a second. Okay. In the meantime, I would like to remind you, as usual, that you can support us financially by pressing the donate button on our website, and it is done via PayPal, so it should be safe and you will be the one who decide how much we will get. And in case you would like to help us even more, we have the small Amazon widget on our website, so you can use it, click it, and then buy whatever you would like to, but we will get a small commission which will be also handy for development of our website. So here we have first small plastic bag. This one is dedicated to clear element. I'm going to open it and check this part closer. There is only one part and my big fingers can't even open it. Just give me a second, I'll try to do it off the camera, because otherwise it's really tricky. And that's funny situation. I seriously can't open it because my fingers are too big. So if your fingers are also too big, you are in danger of not opening this plastic bag. Just kidding. Here it is. So here we have small windshield part, which is molded as a single piece, obviously. So I think masks should be included. So it's not that huge problem for masking this element. Okay. Next we have first gray plastic sprue. This one is molded just like this. Let me remind you that this is not a completely fresh plastic, so there is some design cues which, let's say, show the age of this kit, but it's not that bad, I would say, and it should be relatively easy to assemble. For example, you can see that we have front cowling sections molded separately as one-piece elements. We also have wings molded as one-piece parts. Propeller attachment points are in the middle, not on the blades. That's really cool. And here you can see all those parts from another side. Okay. Next we have another gray plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to another wing. Here it is. We also have 2 fuselage halves. Both are molded without tail segment because tail section will be attached separately. We also have here various machine guns and cockpit parts here, wing struts, and if you flip it over, here inside you can see minor cockpit detailing. And we have guiding pins for fuselage halves, so it should be relatively easy to combine these 2 halves together and get model into the necessary state. Okay. And last but not the least is this tiny gray plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to engine parts. Let's zoom in. Here you can see it. So these engine parts look quite fine for out of the box build, but in case if you would like to have more, I would recommend to play with weathering, because it will bring you even more impressive result. Okay, next we have, as I said, some bonuses which are typical for Profipack. So first of all, here we have mask sheet. Just give me a second to open it, and I will show it to you. Okay, so here we have pre-cut masks. This is a typical Eduard Profipack bonus. As far as you can see, we have parts for the clear windshield and also for landing gear wheels, so it should be quite useful. And of course it will make it easier to paint the model. And next here we have another plastic bag. This one features cardboard inside in order to protect this PE thread with various parts. This is also traditional Profipack bonus for Eduard. It is also traditional product for Eduard. I would say PE parts is one of the main best sellers from Eduard. And as you can see here, we have various cockpit parts as well as some external elements which will be visible on the finished model. So don't be lazy, work with these parts, apply them on the model, and you will be rewarded with really nice result in 1/48 scale. I know some modelers who are not that, I would say, in favor of PE parts, but that's quite strange. I mean, you get them out of the box. I would rather apply them than just to leave them in the box. Okay, next we have another plastic bag. This one is dedicated to decals sheet. As far as you can see, there is only one. So let's open it and check those decals closer. Small reminder is that we have 5 markings included. And now I have to understand how to take out this plastic bag. Okay, so as far as you can see, decals are printed in Eduard, and it means quite nice printing quality, and it should be easy to work with these decals. We also have various stencils here, and I do not see any decals which can be used with cockpit. Maybe those are the dials, but that's pretty much all. No seat belts. So in case you are not in favor of PE parts, you have only parts for the instrument panel, and that's pretty much all. That's why I'm saying use PE parts, do not be lazy. Next we have another important element. This is an assembly manual. It is printed in form of small brochure. Let me close camera lenses a bit. And here on the first page we have short history note in English language. Then we continue with this parts map, and you can see which parts won't be used. They will go straight to your spare parts box. Here we start assembly with cockpit, and note that pilot seat can be upgraded with PE parts. I would recommend to do so because it will bring a more up to scale element in the cockpit of your aircraft, and it will be visible on the finished model, so it's really worth spending some time painting, installing and weathering this element. Next we continue with engine assembly. Engine is installed here, and note that you have 2 different cooling types depending on the marking option you choose, so be careful, get the right part on your aircraft. Next here we have masks for the clear elements. We continue with machine guns, we install the top wing. Here we continue with landing gear system, and again we have masks for landing gear wheels, so you're pretty much covered in all necessary areas. Next we continue with machine guns, and here you can see the rigging scheme. I can see that it is a bit tedious. I mean, there are a lot of rigging points, so be ready for this. And I said it before, I will say it again, I did not try rigging World War I aircraft. It's a still experience to come for me, so if you have some tips, share it in the comment section below. Here we have markings guide, so markings start with aircraft from August 1916, next we continue with late 1917, another aircraft comes from July 1916, next is the summer 1916, and here we have spring 1917. Just to remind you, we have paint numbers here in Gunze designations, so it should be relatively easy to find the necessary paint shade. And of course you can order those paints directly from Eduard together with this kit, so it's really handy in my opinion. As I said before, this kit is already available for order on official Eduard website, and you can get it together with paints, as I said just a few seconds ago. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such, let's say, small-scale World War I kits. Write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button, because it helps us greatly. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today. Bye!